Hey guys, I hope my voice is coming back because it still feels to me a little raspy. But so Trump won the election, Kamala lost. But listen, this is one thing that I didn't like about Kamala, right? You know, it wasn't that. Now, granted, I'm not going to tell you who I voted for, but I'm going to give you two things that I didn't like from each side, and then that would be the video. The first thing for Kamala was she had a lot of celebrity endorsements and the celebrities that she picked were not people that represented me. Like, there was black people, black artists such as Cardi B and some other people, and I'm just like, for one, Cardi B is an explicit rapper, sexually explicit rapper, and you had her come on your platform to give a speech or whatever about her opinion or her thoughts or whatever. And I understand it's about, you know, women's health rights and stuff like that, but like that, those are the wrong people. Rappers, female rappers that are sexually explicit, sexually vulgar in their music and how they act and are on social media or in the public eye, regardless if it's character or not, that did not sit well with, I feel like, the majority of black people. Like, it's like, are you pandering to us? Are you trying to make us feel like if these black celebrities such as Beyonce, Cardi, and Megan, they say we're gonna vote for Kamala, that means we're all supposed to run and vote? None of those women represented me, at least professionally. I don't resonate with that lifestyle, so it was very awkward. And then, so that was what I didn't like about Kamala. And another thing is, I didn't like how, you know, the whole thing was odd. The whole thing was odd. I wanted to talk about what I cared about the most out of everything was female reproductive rights. I feel like, yes, there are people who abuse abortion. They abuse the fuck out of abortion. And I get that, and I don't like that. But what I also don't like is when there's no exceptions for rape or no exceptions for like ectopic pregnancies. Y'all hear about that girl in Dallas who died of ectopic pregnancy because they didn't know if it blurred the lines of the law in Texas? Okay, well, that there needs to be some type of disclaimers for the doctors, plain black and white. No abortion if A, B, C, and D. In the event of the mother is at risk of losing her life, the baby is at risk of killing the mother, like because of complications, you know, or you know, the baby's at risk or something, or there's like deformities, or, and I'm not talking about deformities such as like Down syndrome, stuff like that. I'm talking about if the baby is born, it has no chance of survival. Those type of deformities. I'm talking about, you don't take birth control away. You know, I do feel like women should be more cautious when it comes to their womb and not just allow any Tom, Dick, and Harry to impregnate her, you know. But also, we got to talk about the women who want to be pregnant, who want to have children, whose bodies cannot support a pregnancy all the time. Like, then we need to get clarification on what constitutes as an abortion, because I was told that getting C-sections was like, is it natural? So if your baby's not naturally born, you know, the natural way, that you could be breaking the law in Texas. And I'm like, that don't sound right, because I mean, you know how many women will be dead every day if they weren't allowed to give C-sections because it wasn't natural birth? Because at that point you're saying, oh, God made you this way. He made it to where your body can't produce naturally, or you can't birth naturally. So you're going to have to just suffer the consequences of potential death or severe injury. No, like, I feel like life-threatening things, you should be able to terminate a pregnancy if it means your life or that the baby's life is not going to survive outside the womb. That's just what it is, you know. And having access to birth control and stuff like that, what I wanted from both sides is to hear what the exceptions were. That's what I wanted to hear. No abortions except in the event of. That's what I was waiting on. And I don't feel like we got any of that because I don't think anybody knows. I feel like that part should be, health professionals need to step in. Health professionals need to step in and speak up about the dangers of different types, things that can go wrong in pregnancy, where we have the technology and the money and the technology, the money and the tools and resources to be able to save somebody's life in a timely manner. You know what I mean? But to deny that right to get those type of treatments because of a Roe versus Wade was overturned, or there's no abortion and stuff, like the lines were pretty blurred. They never gave, from what I understand, there wasn't any actual clear black and white what constitutes an abortion. So both sides for that. The celebrity endorsements of people that did not represent what I consider black women in a positive light, I should say. Like, I don't want to be associated with a female rapper who is vulgar in nature as far as their music goes. I don't know them personally, but like what they put out on the internet, I don't do that. I don't want to be associated and grouped into that category just because I'm a black woman. And on Trump's side, the Republican side, I just felt like there was no real clarity. Nobody gave any real game, anything monumental, It just wasn't, it was just, the whole race was odd. I don't know. What do y'all think about it? What do y'all think? I guess my main thing was the women's reproductive rights and stuff like that. That's what I care about the most out of all of that, because especially in Texas, I found that if you leave Texas to go have an abortion, when you come back, you're going to jail for murder. And I understand abortion when women are just getting pregnant and not using protection and they're gonna go get an abortion like they would pop a plan B. That's wrong in my opinion. But if you're going to go get an abortion because your doctor tells you if you continue this pregnancy, A, it could kill you, and B, the baby's not gonna survive anyway. So what that leads me to say, all the doctors and healthcare providers, like the OBGYNs and like women's healthcare doctors in Texas, are not going to have your best interest, because they're going to be protecting their livelihood, their license, and like their practice. So they're never going to tell you what's best for you. They're just going to give you cookie cutter responses. So should we be trusting our doctors in Texas when it comes to women's health?